Hello, my friends. Today, let's start right away with the Avdiivka direction, as the occupiers are advancing not only towards Avdiivka from two sides, but also there are significant successes on the southern flank. Here, the occupiers manage to push closer to Avdiivka from Opetne through the fields by 1 kilometer and 300 meters, with the gray zone expanding even further. Now, from this point to the outskirts of the city, there is only 1 kilometer and 600 meters across the fields. Additionally, the situation worsened in the southern part of the city. The occupiers have now completely taken control of 2 and streets, with their confirmed advancement being 500 meters. Effectively, they are encroaching on Avdiivka from all sides. There are minor advancements daily, and it seems serious to them because their numbers are significantly greater. Thus, today, a stretch of 1 kilometer and 900 meters is under significant threat. Most likely, the Ukrainian Armed Forces will have to retreat from their positions there because the pressure from the Russians is immense, and holding the defense there is practically impossible. From the northern side, it's unofficially reported that the occupiers have already cut off the road and advanced further by several hundred meters. However, there are no confirmations yet, so we are waiting for official data. Even the geolocation map doesn't confirm the Russian advancement in this direction yet, so we wait. But the fact that the road is cut off doesn't raise any doubts anymore. And if anyone wonders how the Ukrainian Armed Forces have to move outside of the roads across fields towards Avdiivka, here is an example. So, vehicles get stuck and movement is practically impossible. Consequently, when vehicles get stuck, they can be detected and targeted by drones. That's why moving towards Avdiivka will now be a significant challenge. In total, the occupiers conducted 25 attacks in this direction over the day, with 3 attacks recorded in the area of Severne and Navalsky. As seen near Severne, they want to stretch the front line even further to encircle the Ukrainian Armed Forces even more. However, the front line didn't change over the day in this direction. In the Marinka direction, there is also very high activity. 20 attacks were conducted over the day, showing that the Russians have plenty of resources and continue to advance towards their goal. And the minimum they need here is to reach the populated area of Kurakhove. So, battles are ongoing in the area of Krasnogorivka, and Novomykhailivka is being stormed from 2 sides. But they didn't succeed near Grigorivka, so attacks ceased there today. And the front line remains unchanged over the day. In the Vuhledar direction, the occupiers attempted another attack near Zolota Neva. The operation was unsuccessful, and only shelling continues along the front line for now. In the Zaporizhia direction, the occupiers are once again attempting to expand the controlled territory near Verbove, and efforts to push the Ukrainian Armed Forces out of Robotyne continue. As they failed to encircle our units, let's see how the new attacks will end. So far, they have been enough for 2 assaults, and all have been unsuccessful. But shelling along the entire front line continues unabated. In the Kherson direction, the General Staff reported that the occupiers attempted 7 times to storm the village of Krinky over the day, but all attempts were unsuccessful and the Ukrainian Armed Forces continue to hold their positions. Shelling on the right bank also continues, but it doesn't lead to changes along the front line. And the occupiers complain that the Ukrainian Armed Forces in this direction have acquired FPV drones operating at a frequency of 750 MHz, and according to their data, most Russian jammers will not be able to cope with them. In the Bakhmut direction, the occupiers conducted 1 attack near Klishchiivka, and overall, only shelling continues along the front line. As of today, all their plans to advance towards Chasiv Yar have been unsuccessful. In the Siversk direction, the occupiers failed to capture Bilogorivka despite attempting to storm the settlement from 2 sides. So the Ukrainian Armed Forces successfully repelled all attacks, and today only shelling continues. In the direction of Kreminna, the occupiers conducted 1 attack near the village of Terny over the day, but they didn't achieve any success and remained in their former positions. But shelling continues in the rest of the settlements. In the Svatove direction, the situation remains unchanged. There is minimal shelling with no offensive action. In the Kupiansk direction, the occupiers also show minimal activity for now. Only 1 attack was conducted over the day, this time attempting to capture Ivanivsk. The operation was unsuccessful and the front line remains unchanged. Shelling continues along the entire front line. Meanwhile, a video appeared online showing the 13th group of the main intelligence directorate in collaboration with Ukrainian security forces destroying a large landing ship of the Russian Black Sea Fleet, the Caesar Kunikov. The ship was struck by the Magra V5 maritime drones. So the Caesar Kunikov had been used by Russia in wars against Georgia, Syria, and Ukraine. Symbolically, the Soviet officer for whom the ship was managed died on this day 81 years ago.
Crimea has become a restricted area for the Russian Black Sea Fleet. Even Russian Z channels recognize that. I would not like to provide grist to the enemy's mill, but time after time the Black Sea Fleet turns out to be incompetent and unable to repel attacks by Ukrainian formations. Caesar Kunikov died on February 14, 1943. February 14. Soon they will sink ships in alphabetical order or by year of production. The Black Sea Fleet of the Russian Federation is completely defenseless against strikes.
Meanwhile, Putin said he was not very pleased with Tucker Carlson's interview. Apparently, he saw that it wasn't received positively and is now trying to shift the blame onto someone else.
Он избрал другую тактику. Он несколько раз меня пытался прерывать, но все-таки, на удивление для западного журналиста, оказался терпеливым, выслушивал мои длительные диалоги, особенно касающиеся истории, и не давал мне повода сделать то, к чему я был бы готов. Поэтому, откровенно говоря, полного удовольствия от этого интервью я не получил. Вот. Но он шел жестко по своему, судя говоря, по своему плану, и он свой план исполнил. Но насколько это было в конечном итоге содержательно, не мне судить, это просто зрители, слушатели, может быть, читатели полученного материала, они должны сделать свой вывод.
Also, I want to show you yet another example of how loosely Russian propagandists interpret anything. Listen to what they say about President Zelensky's speech at the Munich conference in 2022, and then compare it to what the Ukrainian president actually said. They bent everything to fit their narrative.
Ну и Зеленский сегодня решил, что фюреры должны держаться вместе. Сообщил, что в конце следующей недели собирается посетить Германию. После встречи с Шольцем Зеленский опять собирается выступить на Мюнхенской конференции. Я просто напомню, что ровно 2 года назад его выступление в Мюнхене относительно ядерного оружия на Украине, он тогда говорил: «Восстановим ядерный арсенал на Украине, Запад нам поможет», фактически стало спусковым крючком к началу СВО. То есть в этот раз может наговорить на начало Третьей мировой. Может не пускать його?
З 2014 року Україна тричі намагалась скликати консультації держав-гарантів Будапештського меморандуму. Тричі, і, до речі, безуспішно. Сьогодні Україна зробить це вчетверте. Я, як президент, вперше, але і Україна, і я робитиме це востаннє. Я ініціюю проведення консультацій у рамках Будапештського меморандуму. Скликати їх доручено міністру закордонних справ. Якщо вони знову не відбудуться, або за їх результатами не буде гарантій безпеки для нашої держави, Україна матиме повне право вважати, що Будапештський меморандум не працює, і усі пакетні рішення 94-го року були поставлені під сумнів.
And that's all from me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.